Hello anybody listening out there, and welcome to Simon's Opinion, where I talk about video games. Right now I want to talk about digital sales statistics. So there's a lot of people out there saying that digital sales cannot be calculated, and this is why sales of big games like Destiny 2 or Forza 7 sales are way down. Yet when a game comes out like Cuphead, which is all digital sales, it seems like all these major websites can calculate what the sales numbers actually are, especially if it's a really high number. Now all gamers have to face it, Destiny 2 and Forza 7 sold a lot less than their predecessors. So no ifs, ands, or buts, that's it. Just deal with it. I personally didn't buy Destiny 2 because Destiny 1 was such a big letdown to me, in terms of content behind a paywall. And I also didn't buy Forza 7 because the track life is just not for me. I prefer Horizon over the Forza series. But for Cuphead, which is an amazing game for $20, the major media sites got a solid 1 million copies sold, and that was the headline on every website. I just find these calculations so fishy on so many levels. And yes, I know it is a business, and they shouldn't tell us these things at all, especially like sales. They shouldn't say anything about sales. But for people reading stuff like this, it just makes no sense. This is why I always respond to people who say the PlayStation 4 has sold 60 million consoles by saying, yeah, but what about the digital sales of the Xbox One? I mean, those sales have to be high. It's just a complete bullshit statement. All of these games coming out know exactly how much their game has sold, and it's really not that hard to figure out. The game company got this set amount of money from the game. Then that said company sold this amount of copies. How is this so hard for these companies to figure out? And with these sales actually being digital, it makes it so much easier. Every time I play a song on iTunes, the listen count goes up 1 time. This is the same way digital sales work. There are people whose jobs are to calculate these numbers, and if asked the simple question of, hey, how much digital sales do we make? Those people can answer those questions in minutes, if not seconds. So when you hear someone saying that 40% of game sales are digital and that they can't be calculated, it's just total bullshit. And if digital sales really cannot be calculated, then how did they get that 40%? How did they calculate that 40%? So when a game's sales numbers are failing, it's not because digital copies cannot be tallied. It's just the total number of copies sold is very low. But this is just me, and this is what I think. If you like this video, hit that like or subscribe button, and I'm going to try to make videos like this more frequently. And as always, I'm Simon with Simon's Opinion, and I hope you did not agree with me.